Today, we're taking a look at the topic of using AI for research. Let's dive in. It's probably been a while since you opened an encyclopedia to look something up, right? But Google is still a research go-to for most internet users, and for good reason. Google is great. It gives us seemingly endless possible answers to whatever our inquiry is. We can scan pages of results, skim a few most relevant articles, and spend an hour looking for an actual answer to our question. Or we can consider the AI engine experience. It's conversational, contextual, and customized to you. Instead of chasing information, you can now interact with it, thus expediting our ability to get the knowledge we need and start implementing those ideas as soon as possible. Here's the big shift. AI doesn't just throw spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. It zeroes in on what's most relevant to you based on exactly the context you provide. So you can tell it who you are, what you do, and what it is you're trying to find, and every response will be tailored accordingly. It's like having a personal chef create a meal with the exact ingredients that you need to fit your diet rather than trying to order off a menu at a fast food drive-thru. Let's check out both experiences and compare. First, Google. So let's search how to market a construction company in 2025. We land on the first search engine result page. At the top, we've got our sponsored ads, and now Google is including an AI overview, which is essentially what we're talking about. So we'll skip it for now. Then we have the core of Google's offering, what we know and love, which are the search engine results. So we see a handful of articles telling us about the top 25 tips and the top 10 strategies. We could go one by one and spend 10 to 15 minutes scanning each article, and after an hour come away with a few relevant ideas. Maybe. But that's a lot of sifting through generic advice just to find a nugget of good information. Now let's try an AI engine, give it some context about the scenario and see what we get back. Here's my inquiry. Hey GPT, I run a marketing agency. I have a new customer in the construction industry. They're interested in developing a marketing plan. What major developments in the industry should we be considering? See how we're getting information that's more curated? It's not just generic marketing tips that were designed to speak to as many people as possible, like Google gave us. It's showing us information catered to me and my exact inquiry. So we can continue to refine the research with additional dialogue. For instance, let's focus specifically on Denver and the Southwest region. Let's narrow it down to mid-sized companies with around 10 employees. Hey, can you provide references to the information you quoted in paragraphs 3, 7, and 12? Now we're getting actionable insights. And just like that, we're sharpening our answers and getting somewhere actionable. With AI, you're not just searching through endless information. You're collaborating with the world's most dynamic database. That's game-changing. There are nearly endless ways to use AI for research, but here's one I think everyone can benefit from. Summarization. There's always a book everyone in our circle or our industry is talking about. You know the type. The book you swear you'll get to right after you finish your actual workload. But the truth is, most of us don't have 10 hours to sit down and read a relatively boring 300-page business book cover to cover. It would be helpful to have a high-level overview so you can get new ideas, speak about them, and apply the most relevant ones to your business. Enter AI. Instead of powering through the text, ask AI to summarize it. A prompt could look like this. Hey GPT, summarize the key ideas, themes, and takeaways from insert book title. Make it easy to understand and no more than 5 pages. In a few seconds, you'll get a clean, structured overview of the book, the major insights, the memorable concepts, and the parts that most people are probably interested in talking about. Suddenly, you've turned a 10-hour ordeal into an interesting lunch break activity. If you love what you see, maybe the book's worth a read. But if you got what you needed from the AI summary, then you just saved yourself some serious time. So, next time you need to research something, whether it's before a big meeting with a new customer and you want insights into the nature of their business, Or even if it's as small as making a last-minute adjustment to a Thanksgiving recipe because you ran out of time, try an AI engine. The right tools can make a big difference in your life.